Well, hello, everyone. This is Amber Town Gian, your terrific Tuesday $1 Million Messenger, calling you from the greater Phoenix area. And I am so grateful that you are on this week. If you're a guest of a consultant, we are so grateful that you have chosen to learn a little bit more about Mary Kay and maybe just get some more knowledge and become an amen corner person in your friend's life. We absolutely love cheering other people on, and we want to cheer you on, and I'm so grateful you're going to be willing to cheer on your friend that has had you call. So I want to take you back about 25 years ago. I was 19, actually I was 18 turning 19 when I said yes to Mary Kay. You see, I was not the type, not at all was I the type. I was in college on a volleyball scholarship, working 2 jobs, and I carried a man's wallet in my back pocket. I was not the girly girl. My idea of taking my makeup off at night was taking my fingers with my mascara and rubbing my fingers together and pulling it off. And probably not the best thing for your eyelashes, but that's what I did. And so when I said yes to Mary Kay, it's because my dad called me. You see, my mom joined Mary Kay when I was 3 years old, and I was raised around this company. I was raised with a training center inside our home, and my mom driving a pink Cadillac since I was in 2nd grade. So it's been in my life since I was 3. And I knew one day I'd do Mary Kay. I just didn't think it was going to be that soon. I was so busy. I was taking 18 credits at school. I was incredibly shy. And it just wasn't me. I grew up in the shop with my dad. And so when my dad called and he said, I think you're wasting your life. If I take you to dinner, will you listen to me? And what I heard as a poor college student, which I'm sure you already know, was free food. I was like, absolutely. And I'm going to get an appetizer and I'm going to take home my little bread bowl because that was like a gourmet meal for me as a college student. And so I went, and my dad was smart enough not to talk to me about makeup or skincare because that didn't make sense to me. It wasn't my jam. I didn't grow up doing that. Although it was all around me. It just was not an interest. I was playing sports. But he broke down the marketing plan, and that's when he shared with me that everybody can learn the skills in Mary Kay. Mary Kay, you see, is a skill-based business, meaning you learn the skills, you master the skills, and you will become successful. It is a skill-based business. Nobody knows how to do Mary Kay without learning the skills, and that is where we come in to help teach, train, and equip you. So he broke it down, and he broke it down in such. He shared with me how you make your money. You know that we make 50% profit on the sale of our products, and that is myself and a brand new consultant makes 50% on the sale of our products. It's the highest commission in direct sell industry. That's the first avenue of income. The second avenue of income was that you could choose to team build, but your profit on your sales absolutely is not anchored to you team building or not team building. Totally 2 separate commissions, and that's where we become what's called dual marketing and not a multi-level company. So if you choose to team build, whatever your team orders from Mary Kay off of Mary Kay's profits, you're going to make a 4, 9, or 13% commission somewhere in there, just depending on how many team members you have. And it's off of Mary Kay's funds, not off of your team builder's funds. And so it's off of Mary Kay's profit. The third avenue of income is being in leadership like myself and the other $1 Million Messengers, is that we're trained directly by the company. We still make 50% profit on sales of our product. We still personally team build, but we are trained directly by the company, and our job is to teach, train, and equip our girls to live their best life today. And we are paid based on the success of our team. So that is pretty awesome. That's third avenue of income. Now, they don't explain the car program as an avenue of income, but I absolutely see it that way, because next to your home mortgage or your rent, your car and your insurance is usually your number 1 outgo in a month. And so when you alleviate a car payment and an insurance payment, what would that do for you and your family? Well, for me, it's done a lot. I've driven free since 2000. I'm driving my 15th free car, which is my 13th Cadillac, and I have not made a car payment in a lot of years. And so you look at that, I'm like, it is such a blessing to pick up a new car every other year. Yes, we do earn them, but it is such a gift. It is such a gift, and that allows income to stay in our homes. And it might be that you choose to earn a car. You can actually earn a car as a consultant. You do not have to be a leader to earn a car. There's 3 different levels. of cars. You can have the consultant level, then there's the mid-level as the sales director, and then there's the Cadillac level. And those, it's totally up to you if you want to move up them. And but the car program is pretty awesome. Mary Kay carries the lease, and that we are the approved drivers, ourselves and another person. They pay approximately 87% of the car insurance for you and another person on the car, 100% of the lease, 100% of the tabs, and you get a new one every other year when you qualify. So that, to me, is a huge avenue of income, because you see, there was a season of my life where I was a single mom, and having a reliable car was something that was such a blessing, that my fuel was a tax write-off, and I didn't have to worry about if I needed, if it needed to get taken care of or it needed the oil change, because it was all covered. And, that was something that was a huge safety net for me, is that I had a reliable vehicle for my kids and I, that I did not have to pay out the nose for. So that was something that was such a blessing. And then, the thing that I would say today, that two things that every American woman, I believe, is asking, whether they ask it out loud or they ask it in their head. And that is, how can I save money and how can I make money? And the average family today is needing about $1,300 more a month to be where they were a year and a half ago, exactly where they were. So that could look like maybe an hour or two a week. Maybe you do a virtual party and you start building that customer base, because you see, we retain 85% of our skincare clients. So the longer you're in Mary Kay, the more your customer base will even grow. And so that is a huge blessing, to be able to generate income whenever you want. But I have to share a story, because sometimes you don't understand how much you need Mary Kay and how much the flexibility is exactly what you're looking for. You just didn't understand it was going to come in a cosmetic company that focuses on skincare and cosmetics. You didn't see that coming, right? So you see, it was about 5-6 months ago now. My son races competitive motocross, and he absolutely loves it. He eats it, breathes it, sleeps it. He races competitive motocross. Well, we were looking at sending him to a training facility for 2 months in South Carolina. It was a big investment, considering I live in Phoenix, Arizona, and it was going to cost us about $4,000 a month. And when I got ready to pull the trigger, when I needed to get more information, I called, and they wanted him in 2 weeks. And I wasn't ready for him to go in 2 weeks. We weren't ready to drive him across the nation in 2 weeks. So in February, when we called to pull the trigger, it was the time that we were ready, and now they couldn't get him until May. And I had prayed, God, please either open the doors or close them. And he absolutely closed them, because they couldn't get him into May, and he has a big national race at the beginning of June. So pivot, I had started doing Facebook Live parties back in the middle of December, because I had heard it enough that it was time for me to try it. And I was in full motion in my Facebook Live parties, because you see, in order for Cooper to be able to get to go to the motocross training facility, Mom needed to create the income. So you see, my husband works for an amazing company, but he can't pull the trigger and increase income at any given time, but I can. And so I upped my personal business, and I started holding about 20 parties a month, all on Facebook Live. And I was having fun with it, making a lot of money and doing exactly what needed to happen in order to afford this. And the pivot happened. He didn't go. We ended up buying a fifth-wheel toy haul trailer, a new truck, and I've been trucking him into the middle of Southern California, in the middle of 5 different tracks, national tracks, for him to train. So we'll leave in 2 days, and I'll be gone for 5 days, home for 2, and back out. And I am so very grateful that I have the flexibility and the freedom to work anywhere, to be able to be a mom that's still involved in my kids' lives, but make an absolute executive income. You see, you never know when that might happen, where you need to make a little extra money. And I guarantee you, if you were in Mary Kay, you could kick it into gear and change your financial situation. So I don't know what you're calling for. Maybe you're just calling for a free item from your consultant. Maybe you're calling to hear a little bit something more and get a bigger picture of what this Mary Kay thing is. But the one thing I'm certain of, this company has been in business for 60 years. We're family owned. We are debt free. And we started and still exist with the founding principles of faith first, family second, and career third. You see, it's not about an and or, It's a both. You get to do both. You get to schedule your life and work around it. And that is something that is such an immense security, flexibility, and amazingness. So whether you're looking to make a little extra income, maybe you're looking to replace an income, maybe you're looking for the flexibility and freedom that I've been describing, maybe you're looking for the culture of these amazing girlfriends where there's no competition and they absolutely are in a continual base of raising their confidence and living their best life today. Maybe that's what you need. I don't know if they've created it yet, but I haven't seen it yet. How do you find mentally healthy, emotionally stable girlfriends? Like, that's not an easy thing to do, but I guarantee you'll find them in Mary Kay. And so I would joke that there could be an app where you swipe left and swipe right for friends. But that doesn't exist today. But you can find that in Mary Kay. It is amazing to surround yourself with women who are achieving more, doing more, and becoming more, because you see, you become just like them. So as you listen today, your person that has asked you to call is probably going to ask you for a key word. So my key word is star. Because you see, there is a star on the inside of you, dying to get out. I believe you have dreams and goals that maybe got put on the shelf for a time being for what's happened in our nation in the last 3 years. Maybe it was because kids came or things happened. But today I'm asking you to dust off your dreams and look at, is Mary Kay a possibility for you? You have a choice to join for $30 or $130. The choice is yours. But that is your only required thing. And I joke around all the time. I cannot take my kids to In-N-Out Burger for $30. And you have an opportunity to change your life. So take the risk on yourself and decide to let that star out on the inside of you and start your Mary Kay business. Well, either way, I hope this gave you a little bit more of a glimpse into Mary Kay. This is Amber Town Geen, your terrific Tuesday $1 Million Messenger signing off. Have an amazing Tuesday.